reaction of Kevin Samuels, the roast of Kevin Samuels. Pretty entertaining. I'm not saying he's wrong or right. I encourage people in America, all people, black people, white people, listen to both sides of every story. Do not have to take away your personal bias of somebody, regardless of who they are, whether they're your mama, your grandma, your cousin, your boyfriend. Listen to both sides to every story. It's not about who's wrong or right. Let's just listen.
Do you understand me? And we're gonna deal with these lies right now. Let's check this particular video out and react to this, fam. Let's go.
I went to the science fair and people were making the volcanoes and everything. In the 6th grade, I made a fully operational human circulatory and lymph system.
That is a lie, fam. This man talking about he made a whole system when he was in the 6th grade. You see, this is what charlatans do. These guys literally have, they're the most brilliant.
Now, it's pretty hard to research that and prove that so many years ago. Kevin was in his 50s now. I don't know. Pretty hard to disprove that.
They tell you stuff and it really sounds interesting. And again, remember, when a man wears glasses, a shirt and a tie, it sounds believable to the foolish. You understand? This right here is madness, fam. Let's listen to that again.
When I went to the science fair and people were making the volcanoes and everything. In the 6th grade, I made a fully operational human circulatory and lymph system.
So you made a fully operational lymph system. You did that, Kevin, in the 6th grade. And you really expect us to believe that, right?
Now, I don't know. I kind of agree with this guy. I kind of agree with him. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, man. Because he would probably be fucking a scientist or something. He would with that type of knowledge. I don't necessarily believe that's true, given the background I've heard about Kevin.
You made that, but yet you were on YouTube doing cologne reviews. A guy that brilliant should not be doing cologne reviews, right? A guy like that shouldn't be talking about women are average at best. Really? So you did all of that stuff in the 6th grade, but somehow it didn't manifest into any sort of success, right? You really want us to believe these lies, right? And it's so sad because this guy been on many panels literally talking all of this garbage, and this is what happened in these YouTube streets. People allowed the charlatans to come in, and now they have risen to a certain level, and now all of a sudden now, they're literally out here just causing havoc in the community, man, with lies and manipulation. And the people are like under a great delusion, a great spell, because when you talk about people such as Kevin Samuels, right, his so-called defense force, I mean, these particular guys are some of the most crazy, I never saw people that lick somebody else's boots like the Kevin Samuels Defense Force. I mean, these folks are his cheerleaders.
Because Kevin Samuels presented well. See, that's the one thing. Whether Kevin Samuels was lying or not lying, it really doesn't matter. He presented well, he spoke well, he built up a massive amount of following. I mean, just them 3 things alone, speaking well. You speak well, you present well, you have a massive following. So whether if you a scammer or not, whether you a Grant Cardone, whether you a Tony Robinson, whether you a Gary Vee, whether you are Robert Kiyosaki, all these gurus, speak well, present well, has a following. I am just sorry. They have more influence than a teacher. These gurus have way more influence than professors and teachers. Because they contact thousands of people per day. Per day, thousands of people see most gurus. Most of the top gurus, you think about Grant Cardone, Tony Robinson, Gary Vee, Robert Kiyosaki. Who else? Another guru I hate? What's that guy name? Dave Ramsey. Save your money. There's so many gurus out here, but to think about the gurus can reach more people than a professor day in and day out. People watching Kevin Samuels 24 hours a fucking day. Are you kidding me? They watching his videos more than they are watching a university professor that got a fucking 10-year degree. And same with Dave Ramsey, same with Tony Robinson, same with Gary Vee, same with you name the big gurus, Dan Locke, Grant Cardone, you name these big gurus, man. The thing that he's not giving him credit for, he presented well. He built up a following. He spoke like he meant something. I'm sorry, when you're older than the young people, it's just like if you speak well and you're 40 or 50, you automatically get respect from a lot of young people. Just because you're their parent age, you speak well, you present well. So that automatically puts you in a role as a teacher or a professor. Even though you're not one, and other people may look up to you because you present well, you have a following, you sound educated, even if you ain't never graduated fucking high school. See, that's what they're not giving credit for. And it's too late. He could have been lying. He could have been, but guess what? Just like Dan Locke could have been lying. Just like Grant Cardone could have been lying. Gary Vee, Dave Ramsey, Tony Robinson. Robert Kiyosaki, man, these people got millions upon millions upon millions of followers, and they've been doing it for a long time, baby. No matter who you hate on, Kevin Samuels ain't got nothing on Tony Robinson, because Tony Robinson been out for fucking years. Years Tony Robinson been charging people $2,000 for a motivational speak. Years Robert Kiyosaki been charging people $5,000-$10,000 to learn how to flip real estate when you can go and find that same information inside of a book. Robert Kiyosaki with these seminars charging people thousands upon thousands of dollars. And Kevin Samuel, to me, Kevin Samuel is not even on the level as a Tony Robinson or Robert Kiyosaki because he hasn't been around that long. He ain't even on their level yet. He on the level, but he ain't on no Robert Kiyosaki and Tony Robinson and Gary Vee. He not on their level because they've been around for fucking years. And they got product on top of product and millions on top of millions. Okay, even though Kevin Samuels had 1 million subscribers, he's still not on Tony Robinson level. He's still not on Dan Locke level, or even Grant Cardone. He's not on his level because Kevin still was new into the space compared to these guys that been around for years.
They defend him every chance they get. Because why? Kevin Samuels is their meal ticket. They can't make it without Kevin Samuels. They can't. You know what I mean? Kitten heels. We're going to get to that later on. Let's go.
When I graduated, I graduated 5th in my class. I was one of the smartest kids. When I went to school, I was one of 400. I was in honors chemistry.
That is a lie, fam. Where are the receipts of these things, fam? Why are you lying so much? Like, come on, man. You're the smartest? You can't.
He could have been. And that could be true.
Make this up. You can't make this up, fam.
Everybody in there?
Did you say you majored in chemical engineering?
Notice that. Somebody said, did you say you majored in chemical engineering? Now, this is Kevin Samuels, mind you, right? Majoring.
That's what I don't believe. I don't think he majored in chemical engineering because his job would have spoke volumes if that was the case. No, I do not think he majored in chemical engineering. Okay, so that don't believe.
In chemical engineering. Let's see what he got to say.
Degree.
A degree, he said. We all know that's cap. And by the pure fact he had to touch his glasses, a clear sign when you lying. Always check out body language, fam.
This guy's right. I believe this guy's right. I believe this guy's right about Kevin on this point.
Let's go. He's lying.
Agreed.
At 20 years old.
At 20 years old.
I was making $40,000 a year.
He was making $40,000 a year.
Which is good money back then. Kevin was in his 50s. So $40,000 over 20 years ago. That's okay for being 20. That was okay. 20 years ago, Kevin was in his 50s, so he died like 2 years ago, let's say. So, so maybe in the 90s, whatever. $40,000, man, that was all right back then.
At 20 years old. Okay. but he talked crap about the guys that make $40,000 a year. Let it make sense, fam. Let it make sense, please. All lies, fam. All lies.
And I'm gonna tell you, as a guy with 3 black belts,
3 black belts, cap.
I did just look this up. Getting a black belt part-time, according to Google, it can take up to, what's that? Is this Sports Central? It said it can take, practicing 3-4 times a week, it can take 5 to 10 years to get a black belt. I don't believe he had a black belt because he never talked about it. So you spent 5 to 10 years of training and somebody never talks about it. That's like somebody been in the military for a while and never talks about it. So I don't believe that because he never talked about it. Usually military people, especially the longer you've been in, you may talk about it. So I don't believe it because he didn't talk about it.
This guy is as soft as they come, fam. I mean, Kevin Samuels is a coward. In the real world, he not about that life. Do you understand me? 3 black belts, fam. Please. I don't know why these people... Let me tell you something, man. Charlatans, they love to try to give themselves some sort of credibility. In other words, by him saying he have 3 black belts, that's supposed to mean that what? You can fight, fam? Really? Your black belt is not going to save you in these streets. Nobody ain't out here doing karate, fam.
Now this is where I agree with this guy. Man, I don't think people out here fighting that much, man. They got guns, they got other things going on. Yeah, I don't think it may have been useful back in the day, but today's technology where people got permits and concealed carries and stuff like that, no. Especially if you get rich and famous, it's by a security guard. Have security.
Like, you come through with your black belt, you'll be taken out quick. You know what I mean? This guy's a clown, fam.
guy who used to be a bouncer.
He said he used to be a bouncer. Did this guy come across like somebody that used to be a bouncer, fam? The only thing he was bouncing was a ball.
Let me fast forward this, but bouncer can be any type of people. I don't, that's skeptical. I don't know to believe that or not. He's not giving. See, with these people that critique gurus, they are not giving the gurus credit. It doesn't matter who is the guru. Like I said, Tony Robinson, Grant Cardone, these newer gurus. Kevin Samuels talked well. He presented well. He built up a following. That's what pretty much all gurus have to do. Whether you're fake or you're real, you got to do it. Okay? And can't too many people, it's credible people. It's people that got fucking multiple doctorate degrees online. They don't even have 1 million subscribers. It's people that got multiple degrees online and only have like 100,000, 50,000. I know people that wrote multiple psychology books. They only got 50,000 subscribers. They're good people, great people, multiple books. I've read multiple. They got great books, these psychologists. Okay, they only got 50,000. They views ain't getting nothing like Kevin Samuels. I'm sorry. Being smart and popular doesn't always go well. It's Karen videos on YouTube that's getting a bunch of hits. They're still promoting Kevin Samuels right now. Like, Kevin Samuels' videos are still fucking performing phenomenal. I mean, Kevin Samuels' videos is performing better than doctors, nurses, educators, because people like to hear people get roasted. They like comedy. Okay, they want to hear somebody get roasted. People don't care about education. America doesn't care about it. They care about it, but not as much as they care about Karen videos. Hearing somebody get roasted, hearing somebody talk about or dating advice, that get views. I'm sorry, in life sometimes it's not about what you want to do. It's about what the market demands. For an example, he's roasting Kevin Samuels about Kevin Samuels doing cologne. That got views. Okay, but then he tried something else, dating advice coach. That took off. The cologne business, him fragrance, that didn't really take off. He pivoted. He may have been very passionate about the cologne, teaching me how to take care of themselves physically, but it did not take off. In business, you have to pivot to what takes off. Sometimes it's not about your passion, it's about what takes off. Karen videos online. It was a guy. It was a girl. It was a little young lady. Her name was Little Tay. She blew up on Facebook doing comedy. Comedy. She blew up like this is like 4 or 5 years ago. But she was hilarious. Millions of views. She was entertaining, funny, comedy. I am sorry. Education. People does not want to be educated. Versus comedy. Hearing somebody get roasted. Comedy, hearing somebody get roasted, that get all views. That get way more views. Okay? Look at Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit, man, Fresh and Fit got more followers, and more people subscribe to Fresh and Fit than fucking doctors. I know. I know doctors on YouTube. I watch they some of them do okay. He's not giving he's not I'm going to end it here. With these people that roast people don't understand business. They don't understand the marketplace. Okay? Go watch Karen videos, then see some of Kevin Samuel stuff, then see Fresh and Fit. I don't even like Fresh and Fit, but it'd be like 5 or 10,000 people watching Fresh and Fit. I don't know, dating just takes off. Sometimes in business you start doing something and then you pivot to something else, and that something else may take off phenomenally well. You may be passionate about one thing, but you may test another market out. Like Kevin did. He get cologne, but then he switched over like to dating advice and interviewing women, and that took off phenomenal. I'm not in Kevin Samuels' pockets, but Kevin Samuels made more money than doctors and lawyers. I promise you that much. Okay? And no matter who is the guru, I've watched all gurus, and the one thing I've realized what gurus lack, what gurus have that a lot of people don't have, they present well, they can talk well. Over time, they built up a following. Maybe at the beginning they didn't have a follower, but over time they built up a following. No matter if you are a scammer, no matter if you're a legit person, and people like drama, and they like drama. They like comedy. The leader Tony said it best when he started giving people loyal advice. Didn't nobody care. When he started doing reaction videos and following this drama, that took off. So you're not giving people credit. What credit is due? I mean, okay, to see Kevin roast some people that look like Shrek, that was hilarious. See women demanding all this money, and they look the way they look, but they want a man making all this money, and they looking like they the ugliest woman in the state, but they want a man to make all. I mean, they're not giving. They don't understand. They're not telling the true side of business. The true side of business. If you can present well, most people may not know who Dan Locke is. Dan Locke presents very well, even if Dan Locke fakes it all. If all that shit was fake behind Dan Locke, guess what? It doesn't matter. Dan Locke got 1 million followers, just like Kevin Samuels had. Who else got 1 million followers? Kevin David, another guy named Kevin David. He was a scammer. Tony Robinson, not really a scammer, but he charged a lot for his services. I mean, but Tony Robinson been out for decades, on top of decades, 30-something years. Dave Ramsey, 30-something years. So many, but they present well, they talk well. What's her name? So it's a black lady. I don't like her. Tasha K. I do not like Tasha K, but Tasha K is entertaining. Okay? Tasha K is entertaining. Tasha K is the complete opposite of Dan Locke. They both have built up a following, but they complete different of people. Dan Locke talks about business, profession. He presents very well. Tasha K talks about drama. She cusses and swells and acts like a street hood rat. But they both, guess what? They both are entertaining in their own field. Okay? And Tasha K has 1 million followers. He's not giving people credit. I'm just sorry. You got to give people. You don't understand business. Now, and if everybody that's big got haters, Tony Robinson got haters. Robert Kiyosaki got haters. Gary Vee got haters. Dan Locke. What else? What else is his name? Meet Stephen Graham. All these. They've been and they've been around way before Kevin came. These guys I'm telling you about, they've been around long, years before Kevin. Kevin presents well, and Kevin was entertaining. I do not like Tasha K, but guess what Tasha K is? Tasha K is entertaining. Very entertaining. I'm going to leave it at that.